Yeah, no, I think it's a shame two teams had to drop out. Of course, I think the league has done the best that they can to make this a safe place for the players and everybody involved. But as far as and as far as our confidence, coming here, obviously it was a little, it's a little scary when you start hearing there's cases here and stuff like that. But the mission stays the same, and we've come here to win, and I think we're having a good opportunity on Monday to get off to a good start, and I think that's where our heads at at the moment.
Wonderful. Thank you, Seb.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go back to Josh to see if his mic is working. Josh, can you hear us?
Hey, Seba, can you hear me?
Yeah. We're good.
Okay, good. That was probably me. I apologize for that.
No, it's all good.
What my big question here is that obviously with the LA Galaxy only playing 2 games this year and the chemistry seemed to really be missing, especially on the offensive side of things. Has the break helped or hurt that? And are we going to see, sort of a preseason version of the LA Galaxy, or are we getting more a 3rd or 4th game of the season LA Galaxy?
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I mean, we didn't get off to the best of starts. A draw and a loss at home, that a game that we should win. But it's almost like starting from scratch at this point. I mean, you can't really. It's really hard for any team here to carry on from where they were, even if you win those 2 first games. So I think it's kind of a fresh start. We're missing a key guy. Jonah, unfortunately, he couldn't take part in this tournament. Obviously he's a key player for us, so we're missing obviously him. But again, most of the group is here and we're healthy so far. So I think there's a lot of positives. I think we've been working on. We've taken what we've done wrong, I think, in the past, and try to improve that. And I think this is a good opportunity on Monday. But again, we haven't even had a chance to play any rival teams, anybody other than ourselves, in months. So this will be our first opportunity to do that. So of course, we hope for the best.
All right, thanks, Seba.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh. We're going to move on to Kevin Baxter from the LA Times with the next question. Kevin, go ahead.
There he is.
Hey, Seb, I hope you're safe in there.
What's up? Yeah, no, all is good so far. Thanks, Kev.
A couple of questions for you. I had the chance to go to the first game, and I don't know if you've been out there yet, other than training, but there's no atmosphere at all. There's no fans, there's no noise. It's like an inter-squad game.
Yeah.
How do you create that atmosphere, and how important is that? And then the second part is, you talked a little bit about a fresh start.
Right.
But I mean, the team did have 4 months to kind of reflect on those first 2 games, which I know you guys were not happy with. Does that fire you up? Did you think about that, or like you said, is it just completely those games never happened and it's all new now?
Yeah, no, I think. Sorry, the first question slipped my mind.
Creating the atmosphere.
Oh, the atmosphere. Yes, of course. Yeah, no, I think it's been really interesting to see. I mean, even just watching, not to compare, but watching like Premier League games, you kind of you have the option to watch the crowd, with the crowd noise, or you can sort of have that intimate sort of feeling, hearing the players talk, and so as far as our supporters and the crowds and people watching on TV, yeah, it's going to be more of an intimate feeling. It's not going to be the same, I guess. It's not going to be what we're all used to, especially as players. It is tough to create that atmosphere. But it all starts with training and and the message from the coaches, and we have to bring the intensity. And of course, it's going to be hard. It's hot. There is no crowd, things like that. But I guess at this point, there's no excuse. We have to go out there and try to win, and do our best to do that. But and the second question, I'm sorry, Kev, my brain is
sitting on the 4 months, sitting on the first 2 performances.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that it's like they never happened. I think because the majority of the group obviously is the same, and I think we've had to adjust, certain tactical things, maybe positional things, obviously not having maybe certain guys, but again, we have to deal with what we got, and because of COVID and all that stuff, there was no opportunity to play other teams and kind of work on these things as well. We've only had to do that between ourselves. So again, we're going to apply all that we've worked on and we've learned from those 2 games. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't say that they didn't matter, but I think we do have to look forward and look for the new opportunities to kind of work on the things that we weren't best at.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for doing this. Be safe.
No, thanks, Kev.
Thanks, Kevin. Next, we're going to move to Gio Garcia. Gio?
How's it going, Sebastian? Can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, I can hear you, man.
Yeah, so obviously you mentioned this earlier. A key piece in the midfield is Jonah and not having him. And then you also, earlier, a couple months ago, you also had Katai. And I know you're a big focal point there.
Right.
And we've been seeing a lot of the players with these first couple games, you know, cramping up and all that. I just want to know, like, how you guys have, like, trained for that, and like also adding the 5 subs, and how big of a benefit that would be for you guys.
Yeah, no, missing Jonah, being that deep lying 6 that really starts our attack. He's our link, and yeah, the unfortunate events with Katai, not having him, because we prepared with these guys for so long, and then not having them here, is, for any team, it would be, it takes some adjusting too, but it hasn't been easy. But again, we have to just deal with what we got, and keep moving forward. You mentioned something in the last part of your question. I totally slipped my mind. What was that?
Just obviously like the weather and the humidity.
That's another thing. I mean, I think the weather's been. I mean, we got called off training, today too, and again, it's unfortunate. But they're. I mean, as far as like the setup is really good. To give credit to how they put this together, it's great. But of course, there's a lot of unfortunate things that have been happening, and of course you have to deal with. It's we're in Orlando. This is Florida weather, and it's physically we've done all that we can, from LA, and coming here, hopefully giving us a good amount of time to get ready and preparing our bodies. But you're never going to be, you can run all day, but you have to play a 90-minute game, and that's the only way you're going to really get game fit. So I think hopefully we get off to a good start, and we can just build off that.
Awesome. We're going to move into Spanish now, everyone. The first question in Spanish is going to Elmer Sousa. Elmer?
Gracias, Chris. Gabo, primero que nada, gusto saludarte y
Hola.
preguntarte directamente, para muchos se ve como una pretemporada este torneo en Orlando. ¿Cómo quitarse de la mente que no es una pretemporada, porque va a haber puntos de por medio y un premio, pero que al final de cuentas todavía no se sabe cuándo se va a reanudar la temporada? Se ha hablado de eso, y si todavía se tiene ese miedo de que hay que salir poco o lo mínimo para evitar un contagio potencial. Gracias.
Sí, no, hay mucho que preocuparse, ¿no? Hay muchas preguntas en el aire, pero lo único que en lo individual y como equipo estamos enfocados en lo que nosotros tenemos control, y eso, jugar al fútbol. Y bueno, es una pretemporada en el sentido de físicamente no estamos al 100, y eso es la verdad. Vos ves como dijiste, los otros partidos, y se ve que están. Es duro los partidos, el clima, no hay ambientes, es difícil, pero en el sentido de ganarte, nosotros vemos esto como una oportunidad. Y bueno, si siguen los partidos después de esto, tenemos que estar preparados y aprovechar que hay puntos, que hay puntos en estos partidos, y tenemos que aprovechar y ganar. Pero no, sí, en el tema del COVID es complicado, ¿no? Para cualquiera que está acá, el sentimiento no estás tan cómodo, pero bueno, por lo menos tenemos al fútbol y eso los hace feliz, ¿no?
All right, next we're going to move on to Salvador Perez. Salvador?
¿Qué tal, Sebastián? ¿Cómo estás?
Hola.
Salvador Pérez, saludando desde México.
Hola,
Oye,
saludos.
preguntarte, en el ambiente del equipo, ¿cómo están por lo que ha pasado en los últimos días? El caso de Dallas, el caso de Nashville, ahora lo que pasó con el positivo de Kansas City. ¿Cómo están en ese sentido de cara al debut en este torneo? Que si bien es un torneo de pretemporada, como bien se dice, suma puntos para lo que será la temporada regular, y
Sí.
está la posibilidad de pelear por un pase a la Liga de Campeones de la CONCACAF.
Sí, no, bueno, saludos primero, pero sí, es un poco complicado. Para decirte la verdad, cada día hay novedades en el tema del COVID, y bueno, como jugador queremos jugar al fútbol, pero a veces no como dije antes, hay muchas preguntas en el aire, pero solo podemos controlar jugar al fútbol y aprovechar que hay puntos que podemos, hay una oportunidad para ganar puntos. Y eso es lo más importante para nosotros ahora, pero cuando salimos de la cancha sí, no, lo tenemos que cuidar y controlar lo que podemos controlar, nada más, ¿no?
Se habla mucho de la seguridad que hay en la burbuja, se habla mucho de todo lo que hay en esta burbuja,
Sí.
pero ¿qué tanta seguridad tienes tú en ese sentido?
Bueno, yo estoy haciendo todo lo que puedo. Cuando estamos juntos como grupo, estamos siempre con la máscara, estamos como, no lo estamos tocando como normal, o normalmente es un equipo, ¿no? Te das la mano, haces un gol en el entrenamiento y realmente intentamos a minimar eso. Y es difícil, ¿no? Porque no es natural y lo tenemos que acostumbrar, pero no sabemos por cuánto tiempo esto va a durar, entonces eso en ese sentido es complicado, pero bueno, tenemos que seguir adelante y bueno, nada más.
Thanks. We're going to go with one last question. We're going to go with Hernan. Hernan, I apologize if I mispronounced your last name. Pembuchian?
Yeah, well done.
Awesome.
Hola, Seba.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien.
Hablaba recién del fútbol, de lo futbolístico. Ahora en lo personal
Sí.
y en lo grupal, futbolísticamente, después de esta falta de contacto con el balón y ritmo de juego.
Sí.
¿Cómo te sentís y cómo ves el resto del equipo? ¿Cuánto tiempo les puede llevar entrar de nuevo en ritmo también?
No, bueno, realmente hasta ahora entrenamos muy bien. Teníamos bueno, al principio empezamos a lo individual, pero en grupo hasta ahora muy bien. Estamos todos muy enfocados, pero en lo físicamente sí. Vamos a ver. No ha jugado 90 minutos todavía, pero el lunes va a ser una oportunidad para eso. Y bueno, ojalá que no haya mucho calor en la noche, ojalá, ahí vemos, pero hasta ahora estamos bien, tenemos que aprovechar que hay puntos y bueno, jugar al fútbol y disfrutar.
Okay, gracias.
Thanks, everyone. That's all the time we have for Sebastian today. Sebastian, thanks so much for joining us. Next, we're going to bring in LA Galaxy head coach